much for joining me today. I'm coming to you with this smoky purple cut crease glitter orange and pink look. I didn't know what I was going for when I put on my camera, but I just knew that I wanted to create, and this was the outcome. I had so much fun creating the look, and I actually really like it. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, so this is more so just for entertainment and artistic purposes. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, definitely stay tuned. You can twist it, tweak it to make it an everyday look, or just your own if you want to have fun. Let's just get right into it. So I'm really struggling with my camera. I don't like how the lighting looks, so I decided to just keep filming on my phone until I figure out or get someone to help me, work the camera to make sure the lighting is well. But as you can see, I already went ahead and started the process on this eye. I'm going to show you how I did it on this one because, like I said, I just don't want no long drawn out videos. I'm talking too much anyway, so I'm going to get into it. So the first thing I did was I used this NYX Ultimate palette, and I used these two colors and my crease. So I just went ahead and I used this regular fluffy brush. As you can see, some of the color is there. So I just put it right up in the crease. So I'm gonna grab my mirror. So I might be looking away, but I'm still gonna be angled so you can see me. I'm literally just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Forgive the noise outside. I'm in New York City, so y'all know how that goes. And we're looking like this. It's not a clean application, and that's okay because we're gonna go in with other colors as well. So just blowing it off that excess. I'm not going to really wipe it. It's okay because the two colors are going to intertwine anyway. And I'm using this hot pink right here. The names aren't on the palette, so I don't know the name of them. But it is the only hot pink in the palette. I'm gonna just pick up this fluffy brush right here. Also, it's a no name. The other one is from BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in with this little palette right here. I created this myself. It is from MAC. And this color is Sketch. I'm just going in just to deepen that crease. Just to tone down some of that pink and orange that I used. Because we definitely want the lid color, which is the royal purple, to be the star of our show. Again, this is not a clean application, just going in with the colors. You can see the colors building up on each other though. And I achieved the cut crease by using this No Dark Shadow primer stick. I don't remember who this is by, but I got it when I was working in Sephora. So I'm literally just going to like wipe off some of the excess on the back of my hand because we don't want this to, really mess up what we have here. So forgive me, I'm super concentrated right now, so I'm creating a line using this. And just wiping up the excess right on my lid. kind of want to carry it out a little bit. We want this to be very flirty, very sexy. So we're going to elongate it. If you like. If you don't want to, you definitely do not have to. I'm going to take it into the corner a little bit as well. So we're looking like this. Forgive my awkward silence, but when I gotta focus, I really cannot do anything else. Like, even when I'm cooking and I think something is done, I turn down the TV. Don't ask me how they coincide with each other, but in my mind, it does. I'm a special individual. I've been touched. So I'm just taking my finger and I'm literally just patting it into the skin until it dries, and that way the eyeshadow will adhere to my eyelid without leaving patches of shadow, some more vibrant than other places. So just working it on the lid. As you can see, I even got a little bit up that way, but it's okay because we're gonna go in with some glitter over the actual cut of the crease anyway. So it's okay if you make a little mistake. All right, so I think it's pretty dry. This dries rather quickly. I'm actually gonna go in with the same palette and I'm gonna use this purple here. So that is the bomb thing about using a palette. You have all your colors in one palette. So you can create multiple looks with one palette. Now I went in with that MAC because I wanted to deepen it. I don't want, like I said, the crease colors to be this to be too much. I'm using a small flat brush. Even though I have a wide space, it is cut crease, so you want it to be so sharp. So I find using a smaller brush gives me more control as opposed to a bigger brush. So I'm literally just going back and forth between my eye and the palette, packing on color until I feel it's as vibrant as I want it to be. I'm watching The Walking Dead in mute because I cannot, really use music for copyright purposes. I'm just watching The Walking Dead because I can't do anything. And well, I mean, I'm in silence, but some form of entertainment. Okay, I'm taking this color out as well. Just going right up to where that line ended, as closely as possible. Like I said, I'm throwing some glitter, so it's okay if I'm not completely catching where that line is. You can see actually where it's at, but it's okay. Taking it out. And we should look like this. It's beautiful, beautiful purple. Okay. And for now, we're just going to set that palette to the side. Now, I'm not a huge fan of glitters. It makes a mess. It's hard to get off. It gets all over the place. But I do like the way it looks. So I came across these little glitters. It's not loose, so I like that. It is in these little compacts. This is from Wet n Wild. They were only $1. I got it from Rite Aid. So I said, hey, and they're actually really pigmented. They work. This isn't my first time using them. So I am going to use that with this little flat brush. Just going to get some on there, going back and forth. It has its own adhesive. You don't need to buy adhesive either. Again, I need concentration. If I, you know, had more, I would definitely use the silver glitter. I think it will look much better than the gold, but I'm working with what I have. But if you have silver glitter, I suggest it over the gold. So I'm not going to take it all the way in. I'm going to just leave it right there. Actually, I'm lying. I am going to take it in. I am going to take it in. All right, so with both eyes done, well, semi-done, we're going to go ahead and move into our foundation, concealer, contour, that whole nine. And today I will be using Fenty Beauty. I love this foundation. Love it, love it, love it. I hope I don't get no slack. I'm not a big fan of the concealer. I don't know what's going on because I love the foundation. But then I had to think, most of the time concealer sticks in the pots don't work for me anyway, personally. Oh shit. But excuse me. But for the sake of the video, because I'm not going anywhere and I do need it to use it because I don't want to waste my money and I don't want to return makeup. I think that's gross. I'm just going to use it for the video. But you can go ahead and use anything you like. If you like that, then by all means use it. Before I do though, I'm going to do some color correcting. And I'm going to be using the LA Girl concealer, the high definition concealer. What is this? Does it have a color? Just an orange corrector. So I'm going to be correcting under the eye. I'm also going to do my nose. For the most part, that's it. Okay. So I'm just going to take this little baby here, this little mini beauty blender, and I'm just going to pat that in. So now that I'm looking like the orange man himself, I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on, and I am using the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. I am using the color 440. Okay. And it does have a pump. So we do have control over our usage. Want to catch it before it starts dripping. I'm just taking this Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm just going to buff that in the skin. No, it might be reading a little light in the lighter for me in the light, but it's actually my complexion. Taking it up into the hairline, as well as the jawline, and down under the chin. Making sure we got it buffed in, covering that corrector that we applied previously. And I actually think it smells kind of good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dirty like that, but I think it smells good. So I don't have any additional product. I'm really just making sure I have all of that buffed in. So you guys see my skin. I'm losing a lot of weight. And I'm left with stretch marks, and I'm even starting to get like patches. I don't know what's happening. But if you suggest anything for skin and stretch marks, at least to minimize it. I know I can't get rid of it, and I'm okay with that. But, you know, comment below to let me know what you used, or, you know, any home remedies or what you purchased that helped. Any feedback is appreciated. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the concealer stick. I did purchase suede. Maybe I'll wipe it off on the back of my hand first to see. I don't know though. So I'm just gonna create those lines like that. Create a V. Here. Here. I'm gonna turn it to the side. Down my nose. Like that. I'm gonna just take this other blender. This one is not a beauty blender. But, well, I mean, it is a beauty blender, but it's not the beauty blender brand. But like I said, I don't necessarily care for this too much. So I'm actually gonna go over it with another concealer. And we're just highlighting, so we're highlighting the center of the face. We have the light is normally shining on us. So we're just giving, you know, that light something more to work with. So it should look like this. Like I said, I don't like it. It does nothing for me. I don't even feel like I put anything on. So I'm gonna go over it with this Pro Concealer, the same one like the orange, but this color is actually the color Fawn. You just want to squeeze that up. I'm going to put it like that. Such a waste, right? I know. Just gonna use the other side of this mini beauty blender. Sorry, I had a phone call. So right now I'm literally just buffing in just around the where it starts and ends, so there is no harsh lines. Although we're gonna go in to you know, around the perimeter with a deeper color, I still like to do this. So now, as you can see, we just have the center of our face shining, 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 yeah. All right. And what I'm going to do is go in with this Bobbi Brown. This is also a foundation. Oh. It's also a foundation, but it's a deeper color. I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my face. This is in the color 8 Walnut. And I'm going to take this Artiste oval brush, and I'm going to just go in that. I'm just going to go down the side of my face right there, as well as there. Jawline. And my hairline. And I'm literally just going to bring it down into where that highlight is. And I'm just using regular strokes. So I'm basically putting that color back in my face that the highlight kind of took away. Now this is a cream foundation. I'm kind of keeping everything cream today as opposed to powders. I mean, setting my face, obviously I have to use a powder, but everything is going to be cream based, from my highlighters to my foundation, my concealer, the whole nine. So now we're just blending everything out. Okay, I'm gonna go back in that. I'm gonna go in on my nose. I'm not contouring it, as I love my nose. I just want to put some definition. That's all. So I'm taking just a flat top, no name, getting a little bit of that color on that brush, and I'm just going down my nose. I have a small overbrush, but I'm actually not about to get up, so that's okay. I'm gonna just use that same brush, but just on the side. Like I said, I'm not doing a nose job, so it's okay. I'm just gonna blend down that excess. I'm gonna come down the nose a little bit. Now, I have to set my concealer because I do have premature wrinkles. And I have to set, but I'm going to use this e.l.f. setting powder. It is no colors, but it is illuminating as well because I'm keeping this a very glossy look. And it should look just something like this. It's white, so it's really nothing extravagant. I'm just going to take this wedge right here, and I'm just going to get some of that powder, and I'm just going to put it on like this. I like this stuff. I think it was only $6 from Target. I buy all my e.l.f. stuff from Target. I've actually never been to the e.l.f. store, which I know there is one on Fulton Street in Brooklyn. But, you know, Target is more convenient. And I'm literally just putting this everywhere where that concealer is. I try not to go too heavy with white powders because they do leave a cast in pictures, and you know, my time is very limited and I ain't got time for that. So I'm going to go over it's not a contour, but where I put that deeper color right there, I'm actually going to go in with a deeper powder just to give myself a more chiseled out face. And I'm going to use this color right here. This palette is Profusion. I got this at Marshall's for $4. And it's super bomb, y'all. It's super bomb. And a little bit goes a long way, I promise. Watch. Do not OD. Do not OD. The fallout is crazy, though. That's the only thing I dislike. But it's okay. So I'm just buffing that in, moving on both sides because it is a little hard to blend. So I feel like the longer we let it sit on the face, the harder it's going to be to buff that out. Your placement is under the cheekbone. So when you fish face, you can push in to feel where that cheekbone stops, and you just want to apply it under. And if you're, you know, of a deeper skin complexion, sometimes we tend to already have that premature line there for us because we just have that discoloration most times. So you know where to put it. Just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk. And again, no product is on it. I'm just blending it out. And I'm gonna actually start dusting this off because I'm not baking. I just needed it to you know, set it a little bit. This step is optional if you want to actually go under where we put that contour. I'm gonna do so. I'm just gonna go in with the same little wedge. It's okay if it's dirty because it's only me. I'm just going to cut right there, right under where I left that contour, and I'm gonna let that sit minimum of 30 seconds, maximum of 30 seconds actually. And while that's sitting, I'm gonna go in with some blush. This look is definitely not for the faint of heart. I know y'all looking at me like, what is she doing? Not placing that on the apples of my cheeks and placing it literally right above where that contour is. I know I said I was doing only cream products, but I actually don't own a cream blush. So I'm doing a little mix and matching. So in a sense now, my highlighter is probably going to have to be powder because that cream is going to take it away. So I'm going to go ahead now and wipe this excess off. So I went ahead and I applied my eyelashes off camera. Again, that's a concentration thing for me, and sometimes it takes me a little bit longer, and I didn't want to be on camera doing that. So I'm going to move on to my highlighting process. This palette is also from Profusion. I like their little line. This as well is from, I got it from Marshall's, and it was $3.99. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to maybe do a mix with these two colors right here and see what I get. So I'm actually going to just tap it, and I'm putting this right above. Ooh, that's nice. I'm putting this right above where that blush color is. And you're highlighting the highest point of the cheekbone. I actually like to bring mine down a little bit too on the apple, because not only do I want to catch you from the side, but I want to catch you from the front. So there are no rules in makeup, guys. No matter what anybody says, don't look crazy, but there's no rules in makeup. And I'm going to take this brush that I use for my blush, and I'm just blending it out. I don't like for it to just sit on the skin. Using a light hand, and my hand is literally at the end of the brush, because I'm not trying to take away that color. I just want to blend it so that way it's just seeping into the skin flawlessly. And again, putting those two colors together, and I am moving to the left side. There's no product on this brush, y'all. I'm also going to go in on my nose. Not the whole nose, just at the point and like right in the center of the bridge. I'm also going to do it at the Cupid's bow. Also on my chin. If you want, you can do it at the brow bone. Or the forehead if you like. I'm gonna just do it right there in the center. Blending that out. I think I'm getting a cold too. I hope not. want to blend out that highlight that I put right there. And lastly, we're moving on to our lips. My favorite part, I actually love lipsticks. So we can do this two ways. I'm going to go with a matte and a glossy look. I like options. Every girl likes options. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips using this brown liner. This is called Club Hopper, and it is from NYX. It is like a really deep brown. Not a red brown, but really brown. Just outlining the line of my lip. Following that line. It does not have to be a perfect job, at least on the inner, because you're actually bringing in the color. And if you mess up, you can always go in with some concealer to clean it up. I wish I was taking a flight. I'm scared to fly though. Man, I'm broke. So, let me get back to my video. I'm gonna go in with this Milani lipstick. This is in the color Naturally Chic. And I'm just going in. This is not a matte lipstick. It does have a little bit of moisture to it. It reads as matte, but it's not. It's really comfortable. But I'm not gonna leave it matte. I'm going to actually make this glossy. But before I do, I'm gonna go in with this lipstick right here. This is from Sephora. This is the color number 2. I'm just going to put this in the center of my lip. My goal isn't to like make it nude and change the color, but to just make it more suitable to this lip gloss that I'm going to use. And this is in the color Snob, and this is from MAC. And yes, everything is mixed in together, so it just creates this beautiful ombre pink, brown, nude, just a beautiful color. Now, I'm not going in with any eyeliner or color under my eye because I don't want it to be so dark and so heavy, but I will just put some mascara on my lashes. I truly want to thank you all for not finding it robbery to watch this video, liking it, giving it a comment, sharing it, anything you've done to basically show your girl some support. Right now I'm stepping out on faith. I am leaving my job. So I'm just really trying to make this thing happen. All support is definitely welcomed, and it's free. You can't beat free. Again, thank you so much.